Good morning, YouTube. So with today's video, let's dive into the brand of Tom Ford. I believe that this is their latest because this fragrance came out last year in 2021 and so we're only 2 weeks into the new year. But today we're going to be talking about Ébène Fumé. So I definitely butchered that name, so please forgive me. But this fragrance, again, was launched in 2021 and it's classed as an amber woody. The note breakdown for this one, top notes, you know what, I'm just going to read it. So top notes are going to be incense, palo santo, black pepper, and violet leaf with the mid being leather, cade oil, which is like a juniper berry, or juniper from the Fragrantica picture, but also lavdamum, papyrus, rose, and the base is going to be resins, ebony tree, and gaiac woods. What do I get from this fragrance here? This opens up very woody, very smoky with the incense, but it also a little bit ambery. That ambery feel does amp up a little bit more during the dry down, but I also get a very resinous opening, and that resin lasts from top to bottom on my skin. Through and through, this fragrance is very woody. It's ambery, it's smoky, and it's resinous. This is considered a unisex fragrance. It's Tom Ford. I find that this dives more so towards the men out there, period. I'm thinking 80% for the men, 20% for the women when it comes to the feel. I just find it's a very masculine, but mature, sophisticated, gentlemanly fragrance that has a bit of a bad boy touch. I'm gonna state this. The first time that I smelled this one reminded me so much of Gucci Pour Homme 1. I didn't even look it up. I'm like, this smells like something that's gonna grow hair in your chest. Something that reminded me of like when I first came to this community, I wasn't even feeling that particular fragrance. And I'm like, this is Gucci Pour Homme. Then I looked it up on Fragrantica and a lot of people says that it smells like it, but to be fair, a lot of people say that it doesn't. I find that it smells quite similar to Gucci Pour Homme, maybe just a little bit more resinous. I do have a sample of that. I haven't sprayed it because I am saving it because the sample itself is probably like 30 bucks nowadays. Insane. But this is clearly a colder season's fragrance, very versatile, dressing it down to dressing it up in a tuxedo to a leather jacket. Longevity for me was good, 8 to 9 hours. I was expecting something a little bit more because it's an eau de parfum concentration, but for 8 to 9 hours, I can't complain. But for the price tag for what you're paying, I can. You want this to last a little bit longer than what it's going for. And projection was moderate from the sample. With the bottle, this will be heavy. And when it comes to thoughts, I'm not alone on this one. I wanted to do this video with my buddy Reminder, who you've seen in the past. I haven't had Reminder on this channel like in a year and a half. So it's gonna have to change, but because of our schedules, we just couldn't sit down to actually do this video. But I went over to Reminder's place yesterday just to spray it on his wrist and then just also to drop off a big bag of niche samples. But Reminder was kind enough to give us a quick little video, so let's just roll the footage.
Hey guys, I had the pleasure of smelling the new Tom Ford with Chad, and I would start by saying that it's one of the really woody and spice, kind of little spicier scent. And for me, the top notes were kind of little black pepper kind of stuff. Also, it lasted about 6.5 hours for me on my skin. So, and it's definitely a winter scent, a dinner kind of scent. Like you're going out for dinner, the scent will give you that royal feeling. Trust me, it's very good. At par with Fucking Fabulous or Oud Wood. So that's my 2 cents on the new Tom Ford. Thanks.
Reminder, thank you so very much. I do appreciate it. And the wife's thoughts this one. I didn't even ask the wife's thoughts because I know for a fact that this is something that she wouldn't even like. Because I find that this smells like Gucci Pour Homme 1, I ended up doing a Gucci video with her like 3 years ago. And if I were to buy this one, the wife would definitely not approve. So price tag, that's gonna go for $335 up here at the Hudson's Bay Company. That is just no. They butcher and water down their fragrances so much, but you're still paying that high price tag. But I'm gonna state this. This is of quality. On my skin, it lasts a good duration. 8 to 9 hours, I can't complain. This is a fragrance that I really do enjoy. when I came into this community, like years ago, I was not feeling that Gucci Pour Homme. Yet I know that I would like that fragrance nowadays, just my tastes have evolved. I'm still a bit of a basic bitch. I love my cheapies, but I could be a bit of a bougie Bond bitch, all right? I do like Creed, Bond, Killian, and I love a number of Tom Ford fragrances. I just don't own any except for the one. The wife ended up buying it for me because I'm not willing to spend that Tom Ford price tag. And in the end, I'm just gonna give it a rating. This is a 4.5 out of 5. What would make it that complete masterpiece is if the price tag was just a little bit lower. My voice just cracked. It was a long night last night. I'm feeling quite fine, but you know, my voice is a little bit hoarse because we're watching some movies and yelling at the TV and laughing really loud, so my voice is not used to that. But everybody, that is my review of Tom Ford's Ébène Fumé. Again, as a Frenchman, I just screwed that name up, so please forgive me. Any other reviews that I've done from this brand, they will be down in the description box below. If you want to see some great colder seasons fragrance, whether they're niche or high-end designer, check out this side here. And before you go, please make sure to give me one of these, as I really would appreciate it. And thank you for your time. Take care, and I'll see you later. Thanks for watching, everyone.